And now Louisiana voters will have 4 amendments on their ballots when they head to the polls later this month.
And one of those amendments is about juveniles and prosecution as an adult. And we have KSLA News 12's Donna Kia focused in on Amendment 3 today. She joins us live in studio to explain. Donna?
Hey Ashley, hey Bisky. When voters make their decision on Amendment 3, they'll be deciding whether or not they want to give lawmakers the authority to decide which felony crimes, when committed by someone under 17, may be transferred for prosecution as an adult. I spoke to some experts today on this amendment, what it means, and what you should know when you're casting your vote. If Louisiana voters vote for Amendment 3, they will be voting to authorize the legislature to determine which felony crimes committed by teenagers under 17 could be transferred to be prosecuted as an adult. Voting against it would keep the list of 16 crimes that currently exist, which allows people under 17 to be charged as adults. In Shreveport, we heard from people for and against the amendment.
I think that the teenagers are much more sophisticated now than they used to be, and there's a lot of things that they are doing that they're getting away with, and I think that they should be charged.
I feel that there's no such thing as a bad kid. There's kids that are put in bad situations. If anything, we should be giving them more time, trying to help them, not lock them up.
The chief judge of Caddo Parish Juvenile Court says if passed, she can't speak to how lawmakers would expand the felonies, but that the amendment would give them more discretion.
What this amendment is trying to do is to remove 16 crimes that we have in the Children's Code that would allow the courts to try 14 to 16-year-olds as adults in Louisiana. And so they are trying to remove that from the Constitution so the state legislature will have more discretion as far as the list of felonies that children can be tried as adults.
LSUS poli-sci professor Jeffrey Sato says if passed, the amendment would make the procedure different.
But the amendment itself does not suddenly make juveniles eligible to be charged with these particular crimes.
Professor Sato says there's a lawsuit on this amendment, but this wouldn't impact early voting starting.
It's unlikely it wouldn't be on the ballot on the 29th, even if there was some kind of legal action that court found favorably, at least to some degree. They'd probably say, let's go ahead and let them vote, and then we'll let them, if there's an appeals process, let's play it out, and then we could always invalidate the vote.
Well, joining us live now is Judge Ree Casey Jones, who I was able to sit down with earlier today. And you told me that voters should vote with their conscience. Can you tell us a little bit about what does that mean?
That means they need to make an informed decision when they go to vote. Make sure that they're well educated on the amendments that are going to be on the ballot, specifically Amendment 3, which affects juvenile court. And they need to make sure that when they do vote, they are making that informed decision and not basing it on something that they don't have enough knowledge of.
Now, Judge, even if, regardless of how things go with the vote, how is this going to impact the day-to-day operations for you all here in Caddo Parish?
It will not. We will still do our jobs as we normally do. We apply the law in every situation, and everything is case by case, and so we'll continue to do that.
And lastly, Judge Jones, what can you tell us a little bit about the programs that we have in the parish to support the kids and teenagers? Because we have a lot of great resources.
We have a lot of great resources here in Caddo Parish for juveniles and for families. We have several at the Harbor, which is a one-stop shop. Many of you know Volunteers for Youth Justice. They assist the court in many ways with several programs, several counseling services, wraparound programs, you name it, they have it there. And so we send a lot of kids over there, a lot of families over there to get help. And so that helps prevent a life of crime for most of these kids in Caddo Parish. And so we're very grateful to them and their services that they provide.
Well, Judge Jones, thank you so much for joining us and breaking this all down for us, too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.